Me no know why me click the live. I don't know why I click the live. I don't even know if them can hear me. I don't even know if them can hear me. Morning, morning, morning. Shout out to BM. BM, thank you for being the first one in this morning. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards. Shout out to the school teachers. Shout out to law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel, military personnel. Shout out to my fellow content creators. Shout out to the AC techs. Shout out to the engineers. Shout out to the garbage truck driver and the garbage collectors. Shout out to the chefs in the kitchens and the secretaries in the offices. Shout out to whatever it is your job description is. Sicky, security guard, big up yourself. Whatever it is your job description is, shout out to you. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. Don't let that go by your head, you know. We say it a lot. We say it every morning. But don't make it go by your head. If you want good for others as much as you want good for yourself, that's a trait to have. You're a good person. Shout out to you. Here we are on this beautiful Wednesday morning. Today is the 18th of December 2024. 18th. We're 7 days away from Christmas on the semi account. And remember when you're there at school and I was really bad at math, so I used to count on my finger them and then I used to use my toe them under the table and me use my ears for 1 and 2 and my nose for 3 and go so. I still get it wrong. So yeah, listen, we're 7 days away from Christmas. Yeah, so all the Christmas people them who support, I know some of you are gonna be like, me not celebrate them pagan holiday day and all these things. Yeah, okay. Christmas is almost here. That means that the year is almost done, right? Because it's usually about another week after the Christmas holiday, we into a new year. All right. Here we are on this beautiful morning, man. We have to give God thanks because, you know, we're up and we're feeling good. I woke up early this morning, went out 2 o'clock. I wake up this morning and went and used the bathroom for about 30 minutes, TMI, and then headed off to the gym or to the weight room exercise facility. And I was back home by 4:30 that time. Jump in at the shower, fresh up myself, and I've been working right here at this station ever since. 2024 flew by, Nance. The year is done. I feel like we just said Happy New Year about 4 or 5 months ago. I won't even give it 6 months. And see there, the year skate off already. We're heading into 2025. I'm reminiscing about some people in my life who didn't make it to see 2025, you know. Some of them were under bad circumstances. Like the ones them will actually really lose them life because them get sick and them just live and you know age and illness and that I come to terms with those. But the ones who were from like suicide or bad decisions and whatnot, I'll put this message out there this morning in short and simple terms. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Whatever it is that you're going through in life, please remember that you're not the only one that's going through it. Never feel so burdened down that you're stuck and you're the only one that's going through whatever you're going through. You know, come look back today and I'm like, man, you know, especially my little brother, man. I'm like, if he had only held on just a little bit longer, like it really gets greater later, you know. A lot of the stuff that we couldn't even laugh about in days gone by, you had stuff happening in your life where there was no room to laugh. And I we said take serious thing make joke, you know. And we still couldn't take them the thing that make joke. Not when you're going through it. Looking back in hindsight now, it's like, man, we were passing through that. And we should have known it wasn't going to be forever. But it sure felt like them situations that your hardships were going to be forever while you were in it. So whoever is going through something this morning, just remember, say, it gets greater later, but you have to be here to see the greater later. All right, self-preservation. You got to be here to see the greater later. And again, you're not the only one going through what it is that you're going through. That just left on my mind this morning. The two children that I told you yesterday went to the Christmas tree lighting something in a Montego Bay at Sam Sharp Square, and they went missing because Granny said she was ready to go, and the 14-year-old says she's not ready yet, and she lost them in the crowd, and they hadn't been heard from since. A news report out yesterday said that they were found. They were found alive, and they were being brought to a medical facility to be checked out. I don't know what that entails because they didn't tell us anything else. Yeah. Is it me or you? Is it me alone that when we get these stories, I kind of become emotionally invested in the stories? Coming over here nervous, I may say, Lord God, please make the picnic them be okay, and the people them get back them picnic, because I know say any family lose one or two children, especially this time of the year, Christmas, New Year celebration, all them something that burn up for them. They ain't no celebration. What you gonna celebrate? A beer morning. So I'm praying like, God, please just make the picnic them make it back home. And then when they do, them just give away a short one sentence. The children have been found. They're heading to a medical facility to be checked out. They're okay. Well, I couldn't tell a little bit more. Is it me alone that wanted to know more? I've had people before tell me, say, oh, please, SouFlo, you just want stuff to talk about. Just be glad to them get fine. I'm happy they were found. That's why I was praying for them to be found. This is the outcome I was looking for. God answers prayers, right? Happy to them get found. But me did still want a little more. Like, which part them did that? Who did have them? Which part to find them? Why are they being brought to a medical facility to be checked out? These kind of things. I'm sure them never sleep a bush, right? But okay. We didn't get much more than that. Yeah, we need the backstory for real. Not true, Pussy G? We need the backstory for real. But they're not giving us the backstory. So we're going to work with what we have. And what we have, I'm glad for, is that they've been found and they've been returned home. On the heel of that, though, while I was putting together this morning stuff, we're not going to be on for long this morning. So who tune in late, I'm going to miss it. And I actually waited until it was a bit more later to do this, so too many people wouldn't miss it. All right, Sharon Spence says, no, you're not alone. The way things are going, you have to wonder if you will ever see them again. Yeah, and them needs to give us a little backstory. Like somebody did have them, where were they? You know, anything like that. I mean, these backstories can sometimes help, you know. And I think also, especially when like teenagers go missing. I've seen teenage girls go missing quite a few times. And by me check the comment section, most of the comment sections are like this. Me not worry about them. A man yard them gone. Them soon surface. Maybe if you share with us the backstories more. But me not lie. A lot of the times it look like a man yard them did gone for real, because them show up and they're doing fine and that's all them give it. Maybe she was being abused at home and she ran away. We don't know. Anyhow, on the heel of doing this morning and being happy that those two children were found, the 14-year-old girl and her 10-year-old brother, January 31st of 2024, it was printed in the Jamaica Gleaner that 151 children went missing last year, which was 2023, and none of them were found. 151 children went missing and none of them were found. So we have every right to be like frantic when children go missing. 151 went missing in 1 year and none of those were found. Now, none of the 151 were found. Of course, others went missing and were found, but of this 151, none were found. It went like this. Okay, it says the number included 133 girls and 18 boys. You would think that it would be more the boys. And the boy them must say, you know, when boy start smell himself, him start smell like Ramgo, teenage boy picnic, bust here upon him front and start, him voice start roll a little bit, him feel like him can take over the house, or especially if there's no daddy in there with his stand up, so him start exert his dominance then, which is a natural thing to do. I would think it would have been more boys. This number of the 151 includes 133 girls of the 151. 133 girls and only 18 boys. The agency says that is 14.7% of the total 1,027 children who went missing for that same period. Rasta Judge. So 1,027 went missing. 151 were never found. Of that 151 that was never found, 133 of those are girls. Not for anything, I'm going to put this information out there, so you know this. Be very careful. I see somebody put in the comment section sex trafficking. That could very well be it. I told you about the documentary I was watching, and the Jamaican girl ended up all the way in Germany, selling crutches in Germany. Yes, and it's very legal in Germany, and she was legally selling crutches in Germany. And when she told her story, I was left with my mouth hanging wide open, because she explained how she was trafficked from Jamaica by people who she trusted and thought, you know, she never think nothing like that did go happen. Then she ended up in hands of strangers, and then she got from Dessa to, and she thought about how these people have links to pass her through different borders and whatnot. Just let your mind work. To go from Jamaica to Germany, in Europe, she did. And when they found her to do this documentary, she was working in one of those buildings. In Germany, them have some building. I think the building have like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 floors. Each floor you go upon is a different party. So if you want African girls, you go upon, say, I'm just giving an example. You want African girls, you go upon first floor. You want American girls, you go up on second floor. You want Hispanic girls, they'll be from like Spain, some are from Puerto Rico, some are from other Spanish-speaking nations, you go up on third floor. You want like Caribbean girls, where you're going to get the Trinidadians and the Jamaicans and the St. Lucians and Antigua, while you go up on fourth or fifth floor. They actually have these there, right? I one of them building that she in our work. And she said that, you know, they purposely hooked her on drugs first from a very young age. And she told the story of how she actually ran away one time and escaped. And she went looking for her captors and begged them to take her back. Because she was so hooked on the drugs that they had her on, she started feeling sick. And she got violently ill within a short space of time of running away. And she didn't have anywhere to source it, where she was located at. So she went back to them and then put her in a basement that day there. You hear she tell her story. Then put her in a basement that day, and a man stand up outside the basement and just a sell her. Beer man a come in, come visit for the day. And she just servicing everybody whole day long. Make back her money and her punishment for doing that, for running away, leaving, almost exposing their operation, etc., etc. She finally paid off her debt, so to speak, and made it to where she is now independent, but she's still selling crutches. They asked her, why are you doing that still? Why don't you just go back to Jamaica now? She said she feels shame, the shame and the guilt. She was like, look at me. I don't look like something that anybody going to be proud of. You know, what am I going to Jamaica so my people can say, what is my accomplishment? I've been missing for a long time. I come back as a whore, you know, a drug addict. I'm not ready to go back. I felt so bad for her, boy. I hope wherever that sister is, that, you know, you pray healing over some people's life, but I really, really hope that she get it together and actually one day touch foot on the soil of Jamaica again. Because Jamaica nice. To be taken away from that piece of paradise right there. I know say you try left, you know. Or you the go down Mexico, go try cross border by yourself or nothing. You are forcefully taken away, kidnapped, and end up way over Europe. Situation after situation after situation. She explained her whole journey there too. She ended up in, I think she ended up in Mexico first or Haiti, one of them places. And then she started work. They started her working as a sex worker from then, and they hooked her on drugs from then, from early. And then from there, she went to. She explained how she jumped Dominican Republic. Then she went over to this place, boom, then over across the ocean. It happens. So, not surprising, 1,027 children went missing in 1 year in Jamaica. A lot of them went back home, of course, because, you know, there are other situations at play. Some children run away because they're being abused at home. And a lot of them go back home. A lot of them are found and put in the system, etc., etc. But of the 151 that were not found, 133 of those are girls. The agency said that while the majority of these children were recovered safely from the 1,027, it is still concerned with the large number of children who go missing each year on the island and is making every effort to curb that crisis. The CEO of CPFSA, Laurette Adams Thomas, says that major areas of strategic focus for the agency for 2024 is ensuring the implementation of various strategies to reduce instances of missing children while improving the effectiveness of recovery and intervention efforts. Director of Children and Family Programs at the CPFSA, Dr. Warren Thompson, says that the missing children phenomenon is a complex one that requires a comprehensive strategy. Yes, because they go missing for many different reasons. Sometimes teenage girl will have a friend where I tell her, I say, me have a link, you know, where we can go make some money, you know. And they deliberately leave and then find them hands in the hands of other Jamaicans who have no good wish for them. Them plan already who they are gonna hand them over to, you know. And there are Jamaica, and this is a awakening moment. There are Jamaicans out there who are working with people who are taking people off the island, whether it's by your will or not. And sometimes people are promised things and they're naive. Yeah, man, I can get you into the US, you know, I can get you a better life, you know. Or I can carry go to Dominican Republic and make a whole heap of money, you know. The last two girls them when me carry, yeah, 1,000 US a week them make. What? 1,000 US a week? I can help my mother, I can pay off my school fee, I can do this, I can do that. And then you end up in a place where you're beaten, you're drugged, and you're owned, and you're forced. Yeah. So this forum, he said, will be held in Montego Bay, St. James, and will allow students from a wide across sections of schools in the Western region to hear excerpts presented on the topic and participate and have their voices be heard when it comes to creating relevant solutions to reducing the number of children that go missing on the island. So basically, it was about putting together a forum of young people, students, age, you know, high school, primary age, and hear what they're, listen to them and hear why they run away or why they go missing or what they think is happening, etc., and their bright ideas. You know, them say a child shall lead the way. So, you know, a lot of the times the youths them have the answer. But a lot of the times adults don't want to listen to the youths them because you feel like say you're too big. Me's a grown person, you don't need to tell me nothing. You're like a picnic. Me not listen to picnic and me run the place. Yeah. A lot of the times the picnic them have the answer. Because them know. And if you just be honest with them, they'll tell you. They'll tell you. A lot of abuse goes on. And that's why a lot of them run. Why you think we always get them stored about father touch me up and stepfather molest me off and mommy boyfriend this and that and me not say nothing, and when me tell her she act like me never tell her, or she say to keep it quiet because she don't want to shame the family, or him help prepare all the bills them, and if it's without him we wouldn't have nothing, and all kind of something. It is very complex what is going on here. And follow bad company too. That's another dynamic. You know, some children start out early using drugs. I've told people before, the popping pills phenomenon is in Jamaica as well. So you got to start watching your teens. You don't know when your daughter start pop Molly. I mean, I tell you something right now. If your daughter there Jamaica and she a pop Molly, just know say popping Molly goes hand in hand with whoring. I don't want nobody tell me different. I know this. Popping Molly goes hand in hand with whoring. I don't know not one girl that pop Mollies that don't whore. So when I say whoring, I'm not talking about just sell it, you know. I'm talking about just giving ourselves away and just doing things. Right. So there's a lot to take in and many different angles to this. I guess, like I said yesterday, based on that same story with the two children that went missing and the mother saying the grandmother did ready to go and the 14-year-old said, me not ready yet, me not go, and purposely moved away from the grandmother, so the grandmother lost them. And I pointed to Miss Ruby and Mas Clevey and I said, some things need to stay in our culture. We follow foreign and do certain things that we should have never done. I don't think disciplining the children should have been taken out of Jamaica's schools. Yeah, you have some teacher where they go overboard. But it's funny because I was driving from the gym this morning, workout done, and I drive home, and I think to myself, and I say, the two most influential teachers in my life is an old white woman, and I honestly can't even remember her name. She taught me English in North Miami Junior High. And then there was Miss Smith, that was my primary school teacher in Jamaica. And Miss Smith used to stand up on the desk and beat me over my back. But yet still, she was the same person that taught me stuff like the heights of great men reach and kept were not attained by sudden flight, but they, while their companions slept, were upward toiling through the night. That means get up. And if you sleep like other people too much, you're going to get, you have to be above that. If you want things, you have your nose off your run feet to earn it, these things. So she was super powerful in that way. Miss Smith used to beat me when I could not pronounce words. And she used to beat me with the word them. Say, for instance, I could not spell children. If I said C-H-I-D, C-H-I-D, C-H-I-D is how you get C-H-I-D. Pronounce that again. And start from the top and pronounce it again. And that's how Miss Smith teach, right? Remember, I know I come from a different era. I'm not saying beat up the picnic them like that, but certain level of discipline was taken away from us because we did a follow foreign. Foreign said, don't touch a picnic them. Them give a picnic them a car at school, and them say, call this number. We'll take you out of your house and bring you to a safe place. The picnic them end up in a CPS, Child Protective Custody, right? Jamaica said the same thing. All right, we are going to do that too. That should have never been for us. Because what we were left with then is 14-year-old who can tell granny said, me not ready for go yet. You think we could have said me not ready for go yet? You're not ready for go yet where? Like I said yesterday, you wouldn't even think it. Listen, I'm not even making this up. We can't stress it enough. Say we couldn't even fix with face. To act like we didn't like that Miss Ruby said she's ready to go. You forget you saying anything opposite. I want to stay. I don't want to go. I'm not ready. You just know said that never exists. Wipe that off of the chalkboard, right? Walk with me good. If you even fix your face to act like you were displeased when she says she ready to go, just know said that is worse than you even did say nothing. So we come from a different time, and that is what actually saved a lot of us. Yeah, man. I make we never go take up bad company. I make we never go missing. I make nobody never molest we off and draw we around no corner, go do nothing to it. Is it make it saved a lot of us? Can you say which part so and so did go play over so and so yard and them uncle touch him up or touch her up? It couldn't be we. Because you turn right there so. Yeah, you can go outside, go play right there so in front of the veranda. Right there so. Yeah. Anybody that touch you, I must say Jesus, because me not see nobody and nobody can do it. Right. So certain things, man, we let it go. We let certain things go. We need. Hold on there. Come here, pretty girl. You ready? The week is winding down. Hold on there. Makai, for our brother, go tell him teacher, him put in him early notice. And when he put in notice, be about Monday? Monday, Kai went to school and told his teacher that he's putting in his notice because he won't be back for the rest of he won't be back to school for the rest of the week. So the teacher sent a message to the mommy, to his mother, ask her if what's this about, if she know about it or whatever. The man saying done because they're getting ready to go on Christmas break, right? Right, and for the rest of the week is early release from school. Can I check out from Monday? I'm putting him notice to them teacher. I will not be back for the rest of the week. So we have to tell him when him come. We say, why do you tell your teacher that? Because you have school for the rest of the week. He's like, what? I do. Hi, pretty.
Hi guys, my name is Milani.
My name is Milani and I'm 4 years old.
My birthday is 4.
You're 4 years old and you're very tall for your age. Not true? You're tall for your age, mommy?
Yeah, because I can touch the bear.
Yeah, because she's the tallest girl around all the girls. So my daddy tall too. So I think I got that from him. Not true? What we got going on with your outfit this morning, Munch Punch?
These are my jacket.
Okay, so we're rocking a stone wash jacket this morning, jeans jacket, distressed t-shirt, gray t-shirt, distressed ripped jeans this morning, and you gotta show off your shoes. What shoes we doing? Okay, and we doing shell top Adidas today, black and white.
They're black and
And pink socks.
Yeah.
And there she is.
And my hair.
And your beautiful hair. I love you. Give me love up.
But you forgot to show my pants.
I did show your pants.
Daddy.
I did. I said you're rocking distressed jeans. You gotta stand on me. You're getting heavy.
That's because I was tall. Bye, guys.
Say bye. Shako, take over. I know. Say bye, mommy.
Bye. Bye.
Tell them have a good day.
Have a good day.
All right. See you later.
See you next weekend.
Next weekend. I love you.
Okay, am I gonna have Christmas break?
Yes, you're going on Christmas break soon. We gotta come pick you up soon. I'll be there, okay?
No.
All right, go have fun. See you later.
See you later.
All right. This has become a part of her morning, so I appreciate y'all letting her be able to do that because one morning, I think it was last week, Wednesday, I wake up and go work out extra hard and feel tired, you know, and drop asleep before I could have start morning thoughts, and by my wake up, it was late. So I didn't do the morning thoughts that morning, and she felt some type of way. She was like, all morning. So me, I said, what's wrong with you? You don't want to go to school? What is it? And she was like, you didn't do my outfit check today. I said, Melania, I didn't do your outfit check today because I didn't go live this morning, baby girl. And she was like, but you should have. You should. So it means something to her, you know? Oh man, to be that small again, right? And things where you think like it's little things that meant a lot to you. Now we as grown people, them things don't mean nothing to it. Y'all think about bills, y'all think about all other kind of something. Is my family okay? Where are we going next? This, that, and the other. For them, it's small things like that. So thank you, Naisha. Thank you, everybody, for allowing her to do that. Have her little moment in the morning, right? All right. Back to the missing children stuff in Jamaica. It's just a moment of awareness, and we live in the United States of America most days out of the year. So it's not like we're speaking against Jamaica. Tons of children go missing in the United States of America every year as well, and they're never found again. So it's not just about Jamaica, but I was just speaking of Jamaica because of the two children, the brother and sister that went missing that we were praying would be found yesterday, and they were found. Okay, so that's why we end up there. So, see, all right. I look forward to our outfit check. Stacey Ann Williams, she does too. You wouldn't believe. Sonia Brooks says, bye Milani, and you're so cute. We look forward to it every day. That would make her day. That you look forward to that every day. That would make her day. My little Miliko. How did you use the word yesterday? Bunononos. Miliko bunononos. My baby. I'm telling you, man, every man should have a girl. Every man should have a daughter. Y'all seen Vibes Cartel buy his daughter her car? She said she wants a car and she's ready to drive. And he bought her a car even though she's not old, even though she's not qualified to drive yet. I don't think she's old enough to drive yet. But then buy her a car. That is what them little girls will make you do. They'll have you out here doing all kinds of stuff. Now you're gonna have my son looking at me, all my sons looking at me like, how come I didn't get one when I was that age? Damn, you know? But it make a father, I don't know, it does something to you having a girl. Girls are just different. Definitely girls are different. And like me always say, me thank God, say me never violate nobody daughter. So me not expect them kind of karma there for reach me or my daughter either. That way. Anyhow, moving right along. The children were found. We feel good about that. Let's talk about. I'm gonna go into my phone this morning. We're probably gonna be on until about 9:30 to 10, probably about 10 at the latest. Matthew Hyde. Matthew Hyde. Remember I told y'all I said Matthew Hyde is about to be sentenced. And please come back to the space when Matthew Hyde gets sentenced. I was under the, me not lie, me shocked. I am super shocked that Matthew Hyde got the time that he got. It also shows that Peter Champagne can lose cases. Of course, that's the name of the game. You know, you win some, you lose some. But I think Peter Champagne wins more than he loses. And being a client of his, even if you lose, it could have been even way worse. But I'm super surprised that Matthew Hyde got the kind of time that he got sentenced to. Because if you look at my icon this morning and you see him, remember I told y'all where the Jamaican black women, especially, Lord God, him too pretty for go to prison. Him can't survive prison. No, sir, them have to go put him for house arrest or give him something like that. And me reading the comments and looking at the people that's saying it, I have a thing. When somebody make a comment like that, I usually click on their icon and go through their pictures and them family everything. Come on, I say, is this a real person saying this and why y'all say something like that? You know, like white people go to prison, them can go to. You know, black people go prison, them can go to, mixed people go prison. Why is he so pretty that him can't go prison and him shouldn't go prison in Jamaica? After what he did in the early beginnings of our WhatsApp group, I believe it was in the first WhatsApp group that they hacked and stole from us. The pictures were in there, and it was the pictures. It were the pictures of the girl's body, his girlfriend's body, and what he did to her. Let me say this. Coming on Matthew Hyde family look at me like I was targeting their son or anything. If somebody had kidnapped Matthew and done that to him, I would have advocated for them to get a lot of time behind bars the same way. I know he's your son, and I know sometimes that, you know, your children do things that just leave you flabbergasted, but this is something that y'all are going to have to own up as a family. Yeah. And that's the way it is. We saw the body of her, and to plug in an iron and heat up the iron, make it hot, and have somebody captive and they can't leave because they're under stress, threat, duress, and you and branding them repeatedly. That's some sadistic stuff. Yeah, that's some sadistic stuff. So Matthew had a lot going on in himself that led him to that. Coming out like me and my woman, I have a lot invested in this woman when me there with. Let me put it that way. Big man invest in a them woman, whether it's emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, financially, whatever, all the alleys at and whatever way you can think of investing. I am super invested in my wife, right? If she, hold on there. I forgot to plug in the phone. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Cuz, good morning.
Good morning, family. How you doing?
I'm good. You know, one time, couple years ago, I was reading about some yacht that went to Jamaica,
Mm-hmm.
and it take up some young guys, some young boys, and take them out into the ocean and rape them.
Okay. Um, we're off of that topic, you know. We're on to the Matthew Hyde sentencing.
All
Uh,
right.
all right, but okay, so we'll leave that out there for others to know that these things are possible. Just heighten awareness.
Okay.
All right, my brother.
Okay, cuz.
All right. Why me feel like that was a family member of mine? Carla, yeah, my family. I feel like that was a family member of mine. Anyhow, I'm surprised. Karen Notice says I'm not surprised. That's what money does. No, Karen Notice, he got sentenced. He was sentenced to over a decade. I said he probably won't do jail time because them did not go fix it up like how they did Malahu Forte. The woman, no, Malahu Forte, I lie me I tell, I know such a name. The woman where thief, the lawyer that got disbarred. Malahu Forte is somebody completely different. Let me pull that back. A disclaimer, I'm pulling that back. It's not Malahu Forte. Malahu Forte serves in government and she's still there. Messi Masado is who it was. The same way how Messi Masado got disbarred and thief up a bag of money from Mavado, still hasn't gotten his money back yet. Messi Masado was able to secure being at home, released on her own reconnaissance. I thought they were going to do something like that with Matthew. And I thought not only his parents' money, status, they're prominent people from old money and old status. Plus, they are currently well respected on the island, especially the father as a businessman. So I thought all that was going to come into play. And then on top of that, his appearance, right? Because you know, believe it or not, there's a section of Jamaica and certain that's frightened for like light skin, white looking, curly hair or straight hair and this that the aesthetics. I thought that combined with his family status would have saved him. This is why I told everybody, I said, come back here when him get sentenced and watch and see if they won't prove to us, because they do it in our faces all the time. So I thought they were going to do it again. Well, Matthew Hyde gets 13 years in prison for torturing his ex-girlfriend. So the woman was say, him too pretty for go to prison, him not gonna survive it, and him shouldn't go there. Them for give him house arrest and all these other things. I don't know how you feel right now, but he's heading to where the killies are for 13 years plus. Matthew Hyde, who tortured his ex-girlfriend during a 3-day abduction, was sentenced to 13 years and 9 months imprisonment this afternoon. Let me say this again before I get into the details. Lives were destroyed here. I know for a fact 2 lives were destroyed here. Because Matthew was an intelligent youth, promising young man who was a student at the University of the West Indies, taking on his studies and heading somewhere in life. And then boom, event happened and his life is derailed. And now he's going to be in prison for quite an extensive period of time. The young lady who he kidnapped and tortured, she was at school, brilliant young lady, doing her thing too at the University of the West Indies, undertaking her studies. And next thing, she must have like PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. She must be going through all kinds of different emotional things. And then how do you go back to the same institution and complete your studies comfortably? So she was derailed as well. I read somewhere that his family paid her a couple of $1 million, but that's $1 million in Jamaican money. And I was supposed to follow up on that. So let's see if that information is revealed in this morning. Matthew is 21. The 21-year-old who was arrested last February, he pleaded guilty on September 26th to assault, occasioning grievous bodily harm, use of malicious communication, assault occasioning in actual bodily harm, and false imprisonment. The former University of the West Indies student, you notice they never charge him with kidnapping and torture and all these other things. Anyways, the former University of the West Indies student was charged after he held his ex-girlfriend captive for 3 days in a dorm room on campus at the George Allen Hall and tortured her with a hot clothing iron and other instruments. She was discovered sometime after 10 p.m. on February 9th of 2023, and it is alleged that Hyde injured the complainant following cheating accusations. Now, back to our WhatsApp something. Ladies, girls, young women, listen. You're in a relationship with somebody because someone start out early. Some of you start out early. You're in a relationship with somebody. Start practicing from early to be faithful. Start practicing from early to not be in toxic relationships or to not bring toxicity to a relationship. Start practicing. Because you take man already, so what am I going to tell you? You're a university student, you're no baby, right? You have your man then. The video that hit our WhatsApp chat was her. Yeah, was her. Allegedly, I'm going to throw allegedly in there because I don't want nobody come for me. But from what I saw, it was her. And you know, a man have a deal with her a certain way. So how do you expect, like, if a video hit my wife's phone of me carrying on bookie naked with an next female, you think Shakira gonna just take it like, yeah, I'm upset, but we'll get past this. I can't predict, and it vice versa. If it hits my phone and I'm my wife, I carry on like how she was carrying on with the brother in the video. Ain't no telling how people will react. So let's stop playing with people's emotions, okay? Because some people will walk away. We've always said this here on SouFLoTV too, don't it? We've always said that some people will walk away and other people will definitely do things to you that you might not make it out of, kind of thing. Not saying that that justifies what he did, because it does not. Let's be clear, it does not. However, in this life, action cause reaction, and a chain of events cannot be ignored what led up to, right? And now lives are destroyed. No remorse. The judge slams Matthew Hyde for the torture of his ex-girlfriend. An act of inhumanity. That's how Justice Carolyn Hyde described the gruesome torture that was inflicted by Matthew Hyde on his ex-girlfriend in a case that shocked the nation. Now, over the course of 3 torturous days in February of 2023, Matthew Hyde, now 22, turned his dorm room at the University of the West Indies into a house of horror. Holding his victim captive, he unleashed boiling water on her body, burning her skin with calculated precision, and struck her with a kettle. Hyde's cruelty knew no bounds as he targeted the most sensitive areas of her body: her legs, her inner thigh, her back, her lower back, her buttocks, her ass cheeks. I think I saw one of the iron burn them, if I'm not mistaken, that was below the belly button, heading down to the vajayjay area, deliberately causing her the maximum amount of agony. This sounds like out of some movie, right? A sadistic individual that is thinking of how I can cause this worse pain to this person. No, I'm not gonna stab you. That's so. I know if I stab you here, so we hotter. I'm a tattoo person, right? And I can tell you, say, some of the hottest tattoo me ever get. You see that one here close up to under your armpit? I said, Jesus. I wanted to punch the guy that was doing this. He did it brilliantly. And him actually freestyle this to do it. He wrote it on a piece of paper first, like this, and then put it on me and do it. But me watch him make it and then put it on, right? But the yassa, whoo, hot. Anywhere in between your thighs, hot. There are certain places on your body that it just super painful. So when him now is going to lock her in there and choose which part inflict hurt, that's somebody that's not wrapped too tight. He was, I would say, for 3 days he went ballistic. Justice Ty, the judge, yesterday blasted Hyde's actions, condemning him for his complete lack of regard for human life, and she sentenced him to 13 years and 9 months imprisonment for his actions. Let me say this. If Hyde was in the United States of America and he did that, he would be doing a whole lot of time. Not no 13 years. He would have been doing time like how murderers do time when they get found guilty. Like that many years. You can go look it up. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yes, so good morning. So yeah.
All right, brother. Can't hear you. Can't hear you.
Hola.
If you're calling in, no. If you're calling, please take me off a speaker first or Bluetooth, cause yeah, it make your call don't work, bro.
Yeah, better.
Yeah, much better. All right, talk to me.
Yeah, man. As you can say, it sounds like you have some serial mentality or something. So.
Yeah, and them did order. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, man.
But that's so born hot, you know, brother. No, man, talk about it. I saw born hot, you know.
Yeah, man, for real, man.
Yeah, man. So when a man find out him get born, brother, there is no limit to where I think same for do, but the only difference is Matthew actually do it.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. And
mental breakdown.
Yeah, she crack him.
Yeah. Yeah. She crack, yeah.
She crack him.
Blessings.
Manners here, bro. Yeah, she crack him. She crack him. That one the hot. That's one thing, man. Women be like, oh, I cheat for me, and then after you do it 2 times, she not even bother with you again. She just know say you're a big cheater, and she plan her escape or whatever. Some woman will give you backbone and then say, oh, it's tit for tat, and yep, you are doing it, and me no know it's okay because I'm doing what you doing and we're even, and that some people different. Yeah, him chip. She lick him chip with that one there, and him couldn't take it. Him couldn't take it at all, boy. Matthew make the little chocolate thing. Lick him chip, yeah, man. Justice Ty yesterday blasted Hyde. Oh, as I was saying before, you can go look it up. Don't take my word for it. Just Google it. In whatever state you're in the United States of America, or if you're there foreign, Google it and say, just use Florida, for example. What type of prison time is given for on conviction for kidnapping and torture? And then come tell me what the years are that you see. Look that up and tell me. So I'm not making this up. I'm telling you, if he was in the US, it better him did kill somebody because he would be doing time like he committed murder. They don't play with that particular charge right there. The ordeal began. Justice Ty yesterday blasted him and sentenced him to 13 years and 9 months. The ordeal began with a heated argument that spiraled violently out of control. He was confronting her. That's what the argument was about. Me get the video, me see what you do. Cheat for me, but lowered her to the room first. Under one of them pretense there. I don't know if his babe come spend some time with me, now come stay in my room, come see me, knowing that you won't be letting her out. Confronted her, are you this on the video? Embarrassing this is, blah, blah, blah. One of them kind of conversation there. I'm not saying those are the words they use. One of those kind of conversations, and it got out of control. Yeah, it's one of those things. Hyde hit his victim with a kettle, shattering it before repeatedly boiling water to pour over her. Repeatedly. She begged for mercy, but he coldly ignored her pleas for mercy, and he trapped her in that room for 3 days. I'm sure there was some part of her that thought she was not going to make it out of that room. This mad boy go kill me in here. Justice Ty noted the sadistic nature of the act. Another reason I thought they were going to give him less time is because it's a dark-skinned girl who is not from prominence, and he is a very light of persuasion person who is from prominence. So, and you know how the justice doled out in Jamaica, right? If you ever see a rich man picnic go to prison in Jamaica yet and do extensive time, please point that out to me, because I never see it yet. This is the first time I see something like this happen. Somebody said to me, well, SouFlo, say election is coming and people are watching. I said, you're right. Election is coming and people are watching. The mental evaluation thing and the finding that he was disturbed and had behavioral issues because he himself was a victim of abuse, that apparently didn't fly too high in the courts. You were fine until now, and then suddenly you were abused. And I was saying, according to all calculations, you were having a pretty good life. Who was abusing you? And I felt like if they were going to release that, release who the abuser was too. Your rich mother and father, your rich daddy, I said the abuse. I don't know. But I'm glad the outcome is some type of justice is being served. Justice Ty said that the sadistic nature of this act, adding that the victim was denied medical attention and was left to endure unbearable pain. Of course, if somebody burn you up with hot iron, singe it into your skin, plant the iron pan you just so just the whole iron, and boil hot water and throw upon you multiple times, You know how your skin I got bubble up and strip off and all that. So let all that be in your thoughts as you're thinking about what it was that he did to her. And he left her there for days with those burns, unbearable pain, no medical attention. Despite a submission by Hyde's attorney, Patrick Peterkin, that he was remorseful, Ty questioned the sincerity of his apologies. Did he have multiple attorneys? Because the last time I checked, his attorney was Peter Champagny. Or was Patrick Peterkin working with Peter Champagny? I don't know. Because I don't want to be mistaken and said, well, Peter Champagny does lose some, which is what I said earlier, and now they're saying his attorney, Patrick Peterkin. I'm pretty sure Champagny was at one point. I don't know if he left the case. Anyways, his attorney tried to say that he was remorseful, sorry, apologize to the public and whatever, but it wasn't enough. The expressions of remorse came only after the matter had been brought before the courts. At the time of his arrest, he showed no signs of regrets, and he displayed a very callous indifference to her suffering. Almost as if he didn't do anything or he didn't think he was going to be punished for what he did. This is what the judge said, further noting that, family members and social reports revealed that he was callous and he was unemotional after the incident. The victim, now scarred both physically and emotionally, has struggled with the trauma ever since. So I'm sure if she used to drop off our clothes in front of our man, she not do that with new man so quickly and willingly, because somebody is going to be like, yo, oh, you have iron mark all over your body. That's something that you'll be self-conscious of. A woman with nice body life show off them body with them lover and thing, she's going to be scarred in that way. I guess the brother said, me I gonna make sure so you remember me for the rest of your life kind of thing. And any other man take off your clothes, I gonna remember me first. He's right. The court heard harrowing details of her pain, including a suicide attempt in the aftermath of the attack. She tried to take her own life. Her mother had to quit her job to take care of her, and her father lost his job as a result of the toll that attack took on their family. The court learned that the victim required extensive therapy, costing $90,000 per session, and may also need plastic surgery. Justice Ty acknowledged that $2 million restitution that Hyde paid, but said that it was not a substantial sum in the context of the damage that was done, both physically and psychologically. Remember, $1 million in Jamaica, about 8,000 US. 2 million is 16,000, and it might be less. So you get tortured, kidnapped for 3 days, tortured, bun up, scarred for life in multiple places all over your body. Big scars, you don't know what iron look like. Big scars, and you get $16,000 for restitution. That not cut it. That not really cut it. And that's exactly what the judge said too. That amount of payout does not match what, the result, the psychological and physical impact of what he did to her. Now, at the time of the attack, Hyde was a second-year university student. While his clean criminal record, youth, and psychiatric history were presented as mitigating factors, Ty, the judge, noted that he was old enough to know better man, and emphasized that his actions were deliberate, calculated, Hyde's psychiatric evaluation revealed that he suffers from depressive and borderline personality disorder stemming from an abusive childhood. However, the psychiatrist found that he did not suffer from any mental abnormalities at the time of the offense. Justice Ty stressed the accused's mental health issues cannot excuse or justify the cruelty that he inflicted upon the complainant. That no make it. Surprised to see 13 years and 9 months. Very surprised. Even when I saw the 13 years and 9 months, I was waiting for them to say 13 years and 9 months and he will be out in 4. 13 years and 9 months it is. Justice at some level has finally been served. At some, Karen noticed, right? Justice finally got served at some level. And I know a lot of people are like, him should I get 50 years? Him should I get 60 years? But I want y'all to understand the system that we're dealing with and how far we are come from with this. So to reach here, where prominent and rich people picnic can get 13 years and 10 months or 9 months, it's a big change, right? Yeah. Charlotte Star says she needs about $300 million. I agree. Because between the plastic surgery that she's going to need if she's to repair those scars in all them multiple places there, and proper counseling year after year to get through the psychological damage, 300 million sounds right. It's some kind of restitution. She wasn't able to finish her studies. She wasn't able to finish her studies either. So, of course, her life is off track. Because you know, you have to go finish your studies and you have plans for yourself. I'm going to get this degree. Then when I get my degree, I'm going to go into this field. And then I'm going to work and earn and help my family and help myself. And this, that, and the other. And all that got cut short. It wasn't just she get bun up with hot water, iron, and get beat with kettle. And that's the end. Her whole life changed. Her mama life changed. Her daddy's life changed. So yeah, 2 million was not, 2 million is pocket change in the grand scheme of things. Because I don't even think that 2 million can cover her medical bills. Right. Audrey Wright says that just not sound like the first time he might do something like that. Boy, you know, I think it could be the first time, you know. It could be the first time. Him chip lick. Him chip lick. I don't know if you ever get cheat pan before and you feel like, yo, I swear to God, me I cut a girl the throat. I just so me feel. Well, this bun me just feel like I could have broke hard. But you don't do it. You just think it. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, boss. What man?
But there in the family. What?
All right. Not to digress from this subject, but you see that food thing that we talked about yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know you make me around to You see them people that don't have border?
Mm-hmm.
You have to give them props, man.
Yes,
Trust
man.
me.
From both sides of the border them.
Yeah, man. We used to do tourism. And when we touched on this, we had my 15-seat, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Yo!
Everybody called, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, the thing you know with that, you say again yesterday, as I said, we growing up. I'm from Clarendon.
Yeah, big up yourself, family.
And we know where you talk about when my granny said, come boy, you matter of fact, you hold on for her dress.
Yeah, you can't even make up your face for say you want not go.
Make up face.
Yes.
My granny did taller than my eldest brother, and when mama talked to him, he trembled.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Anyway, big up yourself.
Manners and respect, my brother.
We're not here in Kentucky, you know.
And that's the trucking?
Yeah, man, you know the trucking thing. Soon I'm back at my yard, man. I already talk about me, just want to make up my mind. Go back at my yard, get my vehicle and do back tourism.
All right. Stay safe out there, here.
Yeah, man. Bless up.
Bless up. All right. Brother out there in Kentucky. That trucking thing ain't no joke thing. Big up to the truckers them out there. Long distance and over the road truckers, and you know, there's a lot of work going to that boy. I drive from Florida to Atlanta and back. And I always said to myself, say, I definitely couldn't do trucking for a living, because just sitting down for an extended period of time. Every time I stop, my whole body jaw cramp up, one leg drop asleep, all kind of something like that. I don't know how they do it, but somebody got to do it, right? Right. Same so call Mama Vice put the fear of God in you. Yeah, and of them thing that we're missing. But back to Matthew Hyde. I think Audrey says, I don't think at the first time him do something like that. It could very well be the first time him do something like that. Him never get bun like that before. Never get bun like that before. That bun the hot. Or him never find out about the bun like that before. Because you have to think, okay, so I'm not trying to justify what Matthew did, but you have to think like this. How would you react if you actually saw on video your significant other getting it in passionately with somebody else? Put your foot in the shoes. You know, it's easy if you say, boy, I pack my things and left, and that's all I would do. It's always easy to say what you would do when it's not you. That goes for every situation in our life. It's always easy to say what you would do when it's not you. But you see, when are you, watch how people words don't match up with them actions. But me think you say you never cut tire and bust up window and do them something there, my girl. What you do all that for? You know what I mean? A different you come out, you know. A different you come out because you are emotionally hurt. Yeah, man. See, Crystal G says, I'm doing nothing. Bye. Audrey Wright said, the whole bakery that. Lulu Ridges says, I would ask if he was a porn star and if he was getting paid. If you're my woman now, Lulu, and that's all you going to ask me, I might burn you every time. Because if I that you going to ask me, I said, no, no bills, but I did have ambitions of being. Remember we did talk yesterday about when you did little, you didn't know what you wanted to be. Yes, so one at a time, then I did think say that me do want be. Me do want be one porn star. So I practice to see if me can make it into the profession. You sound like you're very forgiving. And nothing wrong with that. If you're that forgiving, then so be it. Audrey says, when you see for yourself, it's more painful than when you hear about it. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, I want none of the man them in here, because for some reason, men actually act different than women. The woman them take them hot bun. Some of them might ball, some of them might fling 2 cup and sauce, broke it on the wall. You have to duck that and run, go on a back. That's about it. Oftentimes, the man them will want kill, murder, maim, burn down house, go look for man, kill side man too, all kind of something like that. So, me don't want to hear no man coming and come tell me about, oh, I would have done nothing. Me, I say I would have done nothing. I'm saying I would have done nothing. But I'm also saying it's easy to say because it wasn't me. When you see that video there, it's a different thing than when you hear say, yeah, get burned. Right. Yes. Yeah, we can't take it, Audrey. We can't take it at all. Can't take it at all. Me not both and say me can't take it. Me no want none. Because me can't take it. Me can't take it. Because me no give bun. And me not me uncle buy bun. What she said? She said, oh, you forgive me bun and you can't take it. Me no give bun. Me uncle buy bun. And me eat bun. Oh, you forgive me and you can't take it. Me look good. Me smell good. And me up there. What it like? Me can't take it. So me no want none. Well, God, bun drive you crazy. I say bun drive people crazy already. It will drive you crazy if you put too much into it. I'm on Jerome. Man do it too, man, all the time. And we don't do that to them, says Patricia Thomas. Patricia, you're right. I mean, I tell you that. You're right. And I know this. Because it's oftentimes that the man them missing. What she gonna do? When she find out, okay, she pack up down her mother yard. She come back from her mother yard. She not cook your breakfast no more. She not cook your dinner no more. Cook for yourself. I got to ask your side girl. You know, she not give the things them no more what she used to give. Yeah, I said, turn away, no babe. She's like, no, I'm not. Go ask Kamisha. You know, she'll give you beer that for like 1 month. But probably not even that long. The man them, on the other hand, we go down a bar, we drink, we knock over, fill with drinks and everybody else drinks, cause shit, how much fuck for me like that? Hey, I'm killing y'all. God knows me can't, my heart can't take it. We can't, my heart that hurt. And we carry on, you know, and we want to run her down and chop her up and tab her up and bun down house and carry. Different. For real. It's different. One time my ex put a chopper in my face. I said that she would chop off my face. If you had cut, then you would not find any blood. What you say? You shrivel up. Hey boy, don't play with me, you know. You don't play me. Chop it off when you're asleep, you know. Don't play with me, you know. You sleep on your belly for next year. Chop me in my body, don't chop off my front. Yo, buenos dias, Jeff. Thank you for being here. I sing it bon morning. Wait, I want to go on. Boy, Jeff, you're late. Lulu Ridges says that's what happened to poor Wendy Williams. Yeah, you see that? Kevin Gibbon and Wendy never recovered. That should be the title of that book. Kevin gave bun and Wendy never recovered. I don't want to laugh at somebody else's pain, but me know say if I might pain somebody, I go laugh after I too. We take serious thing make joke. Kevin gave bun and Wendy never recovered. It was a damn downhill slide for Wendy Williams. We're talking about Wendy Williams. Wendy was fine. All along, Wendy did fine. The first time Wendy actually acknowledged, say, yes, me, I gotta go through a divorce and I gone, the man gone. Woo. I saw she dropped down on TV, on live TV. And that was the beginning. And then she come back and she said, you know, I was just a little woozy. I wasn't feeling too good, but in the time of course. And drop down on TV again. Bun will mash up, you know. Bun will mash up. 2 times she dropped down on TV before they take her off. And then after that, they said she started hitting the bottle. She had a drinking problem and the drinking problem got out of control. Now she knows that she have thyroid issues. And she had take the pill medication and she had guzzle the hard liquor and she does mash up herself. Yeah, because she needs something to cope. Damn. Did y'all know that he put out a website? They asked him, why did you do that to her? Don't you regret? Like, look at what your ex-wife got going on now. Don't you regret what you did? He said, nah, the only thing I regret is not leaving her earlier. Damn. The only thing I regret is not leaving her earlier. I know, yeah, man. Some woman torture us. A man sit down there and endure the torture. So, but Kevin was out of pocket though. Remember, the streets are talking because it's Wendy Williams. So people would actually snap a picture of the girl going into Wendy's car the way she does, and send it go give her. And Wendy would have sent the repossession people them. Next slot we see the car upon a wrecker, 2 front wheels in the air. She's repossessing the car. She had chased down Kevin all over the city. I think what crashed her is not that him breed an ex-girl. Actually, she said it. So me not make up nothing. She said she could deal with if he went outside of their marriage and got somebody else pregnant. But when she saw that he was going to the Lamaze classes, you know, pre-birth appointments, rubbing the belly and connecting, looking at the girl like how he looks at me when I know he is in love and all that. She said she couldn't take it no more. And then when she found out about the house that he bought, luxury house in a luxury gated community, and put her in there, and it wasn't too far from her house, she was like, oh, hell no, this is it. It's done. You know, I'm set up a new family altogether. It wasn't like she a baby mama. Okay, I made a mistake. The baby came. We gonna go through it. This is, he set up a whole new family. I can't take it. I can't handle it. Him no have no soul. Him just want money. I don't know, man. For all the years that Kevin was with her, I think he really loved her. And I think the moments were there where they did shine as a couple. You know, Kevin was like her security. Nobody wouldn't mess with Wendy, you know, because of Wendy's husband. Kevin ain't no play around. You know what I mean? And he protected Wendy fiercely. So the brother act like him never put in. He put in. It was just one of those things. It happens in life. It happens in life. You know, relationship got sour. Two grown people can't fix what go on with them things, and it falls apart in front of everybody because they are people who are in the public eye already. And that go on. You know, relationship mash up all the time. Relationships die every day, B. You know what I'm saying? Relationships die every day. People get divorced every day, son. You know, yo, it's a rough one. It's a rough one. The fact that it was her money makes it all the difference. Well, that's the thing. It wasn't just her money, because he got a lot of money back out of it. When you with somebody and you build with them and invest with them, then the money becomes y'all's money, not just her money. Wendy was married to him. He put in as much time and effort into her business as she did, kind of thing. You know, he just played a behind the scenes kind of role, and he was rewarded. I covered this extensively on the next channel, Brainflow TV, but he was rewarded a certain amount, which for the average person like me and you, that would have been a whole heap of money for it. We would have hit the jackpot. But for him, and blow through that, and he was expecting to get a bunch more money, which that never worked out for him. The judge said he wasn't entitled to no more. So based on that, brother man almost went bankrupt and had to start selling off some of his stuff. He had to sold one of his house. He sold a couple of cars. He was getting rid of stuff. But then I did a recovery story on Kevin, because Kevin is actually invested in many other things. And I think one of them just rolled over a whole lot of money. He just yielded from it. So he's like back on his game again, kind of thing. Audrey says, to me, that wasn't love. Well, Audrey, we're seeing the end of it. We're seeing the end of people's relationship. We weren't there for the whole ride. You know what I mean? We weren't there for all the years when she was happily married to him and she was one of the happiest women alive, and she used to brag about who her husband is, and he was making ninjas run when they call her name. We weren't there for that. We weren't there for that. We just here for the teardown part of it. SouFLo, he was a manager. Please, this is one time I have to disagree with you. He got paid. Note that when the money dry up. Kaz Robinson says, well, Kaz, here what? Me and you now go argue over Wendy Williams mash-up relationship. That's what's not going to happen. Okay? Me and you now go argue over Wendy Williams mash-up relationship. The relationship mash-up, Wendy took it to heart, and you see where she's at now. It was one health problem after another, while Kevin moved on happily. So let's leave it at that. We're not going to argue about the intricate details of other people relationship, because we don't know. You wasn't there, I wasn't there. I covered the recovery part for Kevin and dug into some of the stuff that he was invested in all the different companies he was invested in, some of them, and companies that he owns but doesn't let anybody know that he's the one that owned those companies that are actually doing pretty well. So he is good financially, But me not gonna get into all of that with you about what role in play and all that. Cause me and Shakira break up right now. Nobody don't know how much money me put into what versus how much she put into what versus who was invested in what and what who owns what more than who owns what percentage of what. So me not expect nobody outside to argue about that. That are details. Those are details for them to argue about. Me know say Wendy take the bun to heart and the bun mash her up. That's how we know. And back to the original story, Matthew Hyde took the bun to heart and the bun mash him up. And him nearly mash up the girl too because he almost killed her in there. Me glad same let her out, but now he got to go do his 13 years and 9 months in prison. And that's all. We have to take serious thing make jokes sometimes, and that's all there, right? Big up yourself, Kaz. And that's right there. No. You and Shakira now mash up 50 more years for y'all at SouFLo. Boy, we don't know enough. Me can't say that she have something different in mind. I've learned that about relationships. You then talk about this is my boo and this is my honey, and you know I'm the happiest person alive. People are asking you, so tell us how you met. Listen, it was out at a bus stop one day. You know, I didn't even have a car, and I was walking, and the rain was wetting me, and she was like my rainbow, and then my sunshine, and she just came into my life, and I've been happy skinning teeth ever since. And the whole time she over there look at you like your piece of shit. I can't wait for left you. I can't stand him enough. Every time camera reach her, see her. Camera go, see her. Camera reach her. Yeah, you don't know if you one in your relationship. That's the thing about That's the thing about relationships. You don't know if it's you alone in there, you know. You're there to pour out your heart and soul and a plan forever. And your partner is planning an exit at some point. You're not going to know about it till it happens. Then you turn into Matthew Hyde. I want to hurt people. Hurt people. Shakira, you hurt me, so I'm going to hurt you back. Because them say hurt people. Me not hurt a soul. I prefer take my time off and go country, go relax, pick fruits off trees, go down a river, go bathe, missing. Then say SouFLo gone mad because Shakira left him. Which one in there? Me don't know, somewhere Clarendon in the way up in the hills. Every day I see my vlog from a river. Like, you know, I live in a bush now. Yeah, me rather do that. Not do all that. Now Shakira speak positive over your life. 50 plus years until. Yeah, man, cause nobody take everything so serious, one. Everything ain't that serious, really. And truly. Everything, but no, I was looking at Remy Ma and Papu's pictures yesterday, and it's the same thing I did when I covered what's the twins' name? Them twin girl there, Tia and Tamara. When she got divorced from her husband, I go back and I look at people's pictures, and you could see Jennifer Lopez. I did it with what's his name? I'll go back and I look. I mean, I look for all of the picture of them, and boy, Ben looks so distressed in almost every picture. When he did smile, it looked like somebody have a gun back him and I said, smile, ninja. You know, every smile was like, it was like you are a cry smile. Same thing for what's her name? The twin, her husband. A lot of them pictures, if you look in her husband's face, it was like, I'm going through a lot right now. Save me. Pray for me. You have that pray for me face there. It's like I'm not leaving, but pray for me. And she over there. But she have the look like I'm here, but I don't want to be with who I'm with kind of look. You go back and look at all them pictures of the people that broke up. You could actually see it before it happened in a people pictures. Yeah. J-Lo saying wrong with she every week. Wait there. Jeff said J-Lo something wrong with her every week. Somebody under her. I can't with her. Y'all see when J-Lo went out in the other day, like right after our divorce? Right after our divorce was completed, J-Lo says, I'm ready. I'm single and ready to mingle. And she showed up all the booty, you know, and some little sitting revealing sitting where she did have on. Listen, J-Lo rich. J-Lo is worth $100 and something million. Me not enough for them business neither. Cause me not nowhere near this up. So they'll be just fine. She can go cry on her money. Empty out half it from the bank, cash it out in $1 bills, full up one room and dive in it. She can go cry on her money. She'll be just all right. But then I figure out how my bills them up. I go pay her and not offset me and upset me. She don't have them the problem there. We have two different problems. Up to all the all the single ladies, no botheration at all. Nancy, yeah, the single ladies them not have that to worry about. Single man don't have that to worry about either. J-Lo is a savage. Nancy says she's a savage. That cougar is a savage. That cougar is a savage. Kaitaja Empress says she is our generation Elizabeth Taylor. Why? Make she do what she do here. Plus, she can go sell her golden toilet. She got hundreds of millions of dollars, fam. Yeah, that's a different kind of comfort. And I know broke people always say money doesn't make you happy because you never had enough of it. You never. I want somebody who is super rich to tell me that. I always broke people that tell me about money doesn't make you happy. Okay. I believe you. I believe you. Money doesn't make you happy. I believe you. Spending it could make you happy. Because I have a list of things I think about right now that I need to accomplish in life. You know what I say? And it requires money. Money we may not have. And if I could accomplish this list of things, I would be super happy. So I may not quite understand the money doesn't make you happy kind of thing. I know poor people were happy, but are they truly happy? Anyhow, yeah, I'll be a broke people that talk about money doesn't make you happy. You wouldn't know. You never had the money. If you had the money, you would be saying something different. You would be like, money made me happy this weekend. I flew from France to London and I had a wild shopping spree over in Turkey. And then I stopped by in Dubai because everybody was talking about Dubai. So I had to go see what it was about. You know, I was in the Arab Emirates and ooh-wee, crazy luxury. And then I flew back to New York, did another crazy shopping spree, and now I'm back in Jamaica in my big mansion that overlooks the Caribbean Sea. I'm talking from my 7th floor. That sounds Ross happy to me. You don't have the right amount of money. So you thought money doesn't make you happy. Yeah. Yo, like me say, I have a list of things to accomplish in life. And the whole lot require money. If me get the money there right now, I would be as happy as a pig in shit. When you say pig love doodoo, I would be the pig them just wallow up in and shit them happy as hell. I would be as happy as them. My husband and I have been through it all, but we survived 40 years and we are gone. Sonia Brooks, big up to you and your husband. Holding back the years. Oh, that's you know, a lot of us won't live to enjoy that. A lot of I hope y'all are not the kind of couple that's been miserable 35 out of the 40 years. Cause you know you have some people like that. Them been miserable 35 out of the 40 years, but them happy to tell everybody that them been married for 40 years, you know, and 35 years of miserableness. And the only happy years was the first 5. But a lot of us won't be able to experience that, you know, and that's what really make a relationship right there. I believe, because watching my grandparents, these are 2 people that I never thought could leave Earth, you know. So when we go to Jamaica now and they're not there, please understand me, say, me just out of it, you know. But watching them over the years, and then to see them age together and all that, and I tell us my grandmother arthritis, liquor, and my grandfather him couldn't even walk good no more. So grandpa get up so and him go for the beer room And him come back with the beer and I say, hold on, Miss Ruby, and him and I tap her hand and her foot, so which part it hurt you. And I sap her up with the beer and I rub her up. I said, Lord fire, you know, sir, if arthritis lick me so in me at them age there, I hope me have somebody to sap me up with some beer rum. I said, which part it hurt, babe? Okay, hold on there, hold on. I got you. I them something there. I sit down on veranda and talk about Miss Ruby. You know, remember in 1974 one time? Yeah, you remember the trip where we go up on in 2004? Yeah, when we went to Florida and all the grandkids then did come around and stuff, and we did go Disney World. Yeah, and you know, you gotta share them memories there with somebody. You gotta have somebody to share all the ups and downs with. Me sure one time she looked at him and say, you remember the dirty girl? What she did name? Give me one old name there. Remember a dirty girl, Gertrude? Yeah, me still remember her, you know. Yeah, you and Gertrude nearly mash up with marriage. But me have to laugh still, you know. Me have to laugh because here you are. Gertrude dead and gone about 10 years now. We outlive our babe. Yeah, but we're there. And him a laugh and I say, I never nothing, man. I don't like how you remember it. Cup and sauce a fling. Don't get me upset, you know. All right, we're not going to get upset. We're not get upset. But we come a long way, you know, baby. Yeah, we come a really long way. Now, like, and I'm glad I'm here with you. Yeah, how much are we going to get that? Probably not. Jeff, you don't think girl Gertrude nearly mash up with marriage. Don't get me bringle. What you bring her up for? Cup and sauce fling, you know. 95-year-old cup and sauce fling. You have to have dog cup and sauce same way. She didn't name Iliana, she dead and gone. Side woman. What's her life go? What's her life go? Big up to you and your hubby. 40 years is nothing to play with. That's a long time of being together, fighting through stuff, getting over stuff. You must be full of forgiveness. Because nobody not perfect. Yeah, you know, you have to have a whole lot of forgiving. And that's a part of what make a lot of relationships fail, because enough people not willing to forgive. I'd rather start over than forgive you. That's what enough people say. And then when them start over, them wish them did in a them other relationship, because them find themselves in our next relationship where they have to do forgiving again and are then stuck again with, I'd rather start over than forgive again. And now next one, we rather start over. Well, how much last time you are going to start over? Life short, you know. The years are going by. You see how fast 2024 done? The years them are go fast, you know. You're coming like a rolling stone gathering no mass. Me rather start over before me forgive. You're going to have to practice a whole lot of forgiving, boy. Yeah, and a whole lot of ignoring some stuff too. Yeah, it just get under your skin. But you have to go just ignore it, because you realize it not change. You know, people be all cliche and stuff. Well, if it really matters that much to your partner, you would change it. That's why I'm leaving, because if it mattered that much to you that it gets under my skin so much, you would have changed. Hear me, I tell you, some things not gonna change. Some things about your partner is not gonna change, and it wasn't meant to change either. I saw them tan for life. You're either going to love them through it regardless or left. Yeah. I know everything you can change about somebody. Of course, if they love you, they'll try to adjust according to, you know, sometimes when you said this gets under my nerve, it bothers me so much, right? And put effort into changing that. But some things just trivial, man. Yeah, some things are just trivial. Some things are just trivial, and you know, you get it get under your skin. Me see people I get left people because I don't like the way him snore. You've been married for 12 years, you don't like the way he snores. And make sure him not just start snore. Yeah, but it's getting to me now. Like I can't even get sleep. I mean, he snores like a freight train. Go sleep in our next room. You don't put 12 in already. Where you going? I guess the next guy we have after this one, him poop and his poop stink and smell like nuclear something. y'all gonna left him too. So if you wanna snore, the next one a foot think or poop stink, the next one we're gonna have to work it out. We're gonna have to work it out. All I need is somebody that got the same mind frame as me. Me now left. And me I do everything to make it better. That's it. Me don't need nothing extra. We're not leaving and you're putting in equal effort to make this. And you know what? That equal effort something that I lie to. Is a lie. That equal effort something there is a lie. Hey, me no don't make me preach this morning. That equal effort sitting there is a lie. Hear me I say. There are gonna be times when your partner don't feel like giving you that other half, that 50, that whatever you want to call it. They're burnt out, them stressed out, them hinder them feelings, them this, that, and the other. So I know all the time you're going to get no equal nothing. I just need somebody who going to say, this our thing, and this are it. No backup plan no there, sucker, this are it. And we are going to make this work. That. All when you pack and cuss, and me a left. You're not going to know it. Yeah. You ain't been in it till you done packed like 20 times. You know, I'm done with this Ross. You know, give me 2 pieces of clothes. Then matter of fact, keep your whole life furniture and everything else. Me gone. You know what? Nothing to do with this again. It done. Tomorrow, see ya. Yeah, we need to stop that kind of arguing there. You know, you're funny, you know. You're my headache. Stop. You my headache too. Why? Where you going again? I'm done. I'm packing my shit. I'm done. I'm not going through this no more. I'm tired. Tired. Well, go on. Who cares? You okay? Not gonna know, you know. Oh God. Can't tell you I'm drive down the road, I drive out my whole city. Drive out my whole city. So tell. I say, which part I drive go? Where are you driving to? Me I laugh after myself, you know, because me I drive and I say, where are you driving to? Man, come drive, go back to your yard, yeah, man. drive, go right back to my yard. Cut your and pass. I'm going to our next room, go sleep. No. If you ain't built for that, just leave it alone. Yeah, if you're not built for that, just leave it alone. We have one more thing on the board to talk about this one. It's still, you know. Well, after the honeymoon phase, then the reality. Yes, Jeff. After the honeymoon phase, then the reality. That's what Tommy Lee said. Tommy Lee's partner said. But him talked to woman. And him basically he said, you see, some of them woman yeah, or them gal we always talk about them run down the butterfly feeling. When you go fuck like dog, cause one bag of money no go through. Find somebody to be miserable with. That's what you need to do. Now, as raw as his comment sounded, and although it was geared towards women, I say that towards everybody. People be running down a butterfly feeling. You know, if it doesn't make me feel butterflies in my stomach and it's all, oh, we're new and things are exciting. And once that wear off, I done, you know. If I that your chase, leave relationships alone. Okay? Leave committed relationships alone. Leave longevity relationships alone. If that's what you're chasing, just go ahead and just be a player, man or woman, and just have multiple partners and go one after the other, and you're free to do that. Nobody now tell you how to live your life. You account to who you want to with that. But don't bother getting a no committed relationship or feel like say, oh, this is it. And this feeling is going to last forever. And it will never be different. I lie you tell. Wait till you get to where you hate who you with. It's not a genuine hate, you know. It's the moment that where you say, I can't stand your blood clot. Yo, get on my nerves. Wait till you reach this up. And it's no more. I love you, babe. I love you. I love you. I love you too. I love. Yeah, kiss me up. I love you too. Are you biting my lip? I love. All right, I gotta go. I gotta go. One more. One more. You said one more. You did three. Okay, one more. One more. You wait till that done. When that done, yeah. Sleep in a different room. Don't chat for 2 days. All kind of sitting. But that's how you go. And then you get to 95 and 96 and over 50 years together and 60 years of marriage and these kind of things. Yeah, man. I ran away a couple of times, but just to cool off because we are stuck together for the rest of our life, says Grace James. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we need that. When we weren't born together, we're not Siamese twins. So sometimes you need that. Sonia Brooks says, I kept this together for my daughter, and I told him till death do us part, and we both loved each other. There certainly was rain, but the alternative was worse. Yep. And your daughter is probably somewhere bragging, if she's old enough, that my mama and my daddy been together my whole life, and they still together. You know, some people, that's bragging rights, you know. I mean, don't get this twisted. This used to be something honorary, and now we try and make it look like I don't know accomplishment. That's a friggin' bragging right. Anytime you hear an adult say, well, my mom and my daddy been together my whole life. I'm 37. Watch how everybody else look on them. I'm 43. My mom and my daddy got married before I was born, and they're together still today. Watch how everybody else look at them, and watch how everybody else relates to them compared to how they relate to somebody who said, well, I hadn't seen my daddy since I was like 7. I'm 37. My mama raised me by herself. Watch and see. When I tell you about form no opinion, watch and see. It's a bragging right. People literally look on those people with jealousy who don't have that. Why you think you feel that way? Because that is something significant in life that you wish you could say. Yeah. So yeah, your daughter probably somewhere thanking and bragging right now. My mom and my daddy good. They've been together my whole life. Wow. One more topic though this morning before we go, right? And it's a sad topic, but may I have to get into it because it's there for us to finish off. I don't know if some of y'all know veteran journalist Barbara Gail. Hold on there, give me a minute. I didn't have no water on my table this morning. We're gonna talk about Barbara Gail for a minute. Let me grab some water real quick. Yeah. All right. I do a piece of workout this morning and my mouth dry. So, you know, I think I ran 5 miles this morning and did 1 hour weight training. So, man, I feel that. Thank you for the weight. My parents were married 60 plus years, and it was only death that parted them. That's bragging rights. That's bragging rights. BM says yesterday was the first time hearing about her. Okay, so we're gonna go into the situation that happened with Barbara Gail, right? Barbara Gail is a prominent journalist out of Jamaica, and for more than 5 decades, Barbara Gail reported matters, some of them the most gruesome murders, from the island's courts, from the courtrooms. On Monday afternoon, in a cruel twist of fate and irony, the veteran journalist became a victim of murder, plunging the nation into a shock at what has been described as a senseless and brutal act. Barbara Gail's murder was made even more painful for her family as her cousin Michael Dubon told the Jamaica Observer that her son, who lives overseas, he was marking his birthday on Tuesday, the day when her body was found with stab wounds inside of her house in her gated community of Caymanas Country Club Estate, Phase 1 in St. Catherine. Ain't that Portmore? Caymanas Country Club in the Portmore. Let me see. Hold on there. Sure, Caymanas Country. You know, I look on Caymanas Country Club one time. I was gonna get an Airbnb over there, and I'm pretty sure it's Portmore. I'm looking it up right now to see. Computer acting slow. Okay, Caymanas Country Club, Jamaica. All right, I don't want to mess up the computer here because I don't know where I'm going with this. Is it Portmore? I see a lot of yeses. Caymanas Country Club, Jamaica. Caymanas Country Club Phase 1. Phase 1, Caymanas Country Club Estate Phase 1. Phase 2. Yeah, and they got Airbnbs over there. This not look good for Jamaica because, you know, whoever is looking for Airbnb right now, remember, I know, Vibes Cartel end of year concert about to happen. Freedom Street, December 31st, National Stadium, people flying in. A lot of people looking for places to stay, someplace nice. Some people will be looking for Airbnbs. The Caymanas Country Club has Airbnbs over there. Somebody is right now canceling their stay at Caymanas Country Club. Other people are looking other places just because of this one act right here. I mean, we don't normally go rushing to somewhere where a murder was just committed, right? To say, okay, this is where I'm going to stay and I'm going to feel comfortable there. Right. I'm sorry to hear this, but we know from the location is somebody should know. All right. Check it. We know from the video. Did y'all see the video? Want to see the video? So, first of all, brother man, the guy that did this, they got you on video, okay? You show up pretty clear on the last piece of video. Don't show up so clear on the first video because your side profile was turned to the camera and her back was turned to the camera when she handed him something. I don't know if she handed him money or what. And then she sat down and she was talking to him. And you could hear her quoting Bible verses and talking to him about Jesus, his money, great goodies. She was quoting Bible verses and talking to him about Jesus, right? Right. And the whole time she talked to him about Jesus and a quote Bible verse, you know, so me I watch him body language and I was saying to myself, this brother don't care about one thing what she tell him. And I thought the murder was going to be caught on tape. But they didn't show that. And I haven't gotten any report that says that part was caught on tape of the actual killing. However, the second piece of video, for those of you who've seen it, he was exiting there, walking through an alley. And when he was walking through the alley, there's a video camera that he kept walking closer and closer and closer and closer till he got right up to the video camera. You can see him face plain as day with the sun shining on his face. A lot of people who know him knows exactly who that is once them see the video. There's no guessing who it is. So over the course of, well, yeah. The sad part is it's somebody she know. Cause you know, just make a stranger sit down on your veranda so, and you just talk to them about God and Jesus and keep your life on track and all these things. You know, she was like mentoring. May I tell you, you know, some of them people here are Ross wicked, you know. You have some people, you see, then will come to you with their hands out. And you will give Monday, you give Tuesday, you give Wednesday, you give Thursday, you give Friday, you give Saturday. Sunday come, you say, boy, I mean, I have nothing to give you today, no. You know, so them forget, so you give them Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Yeah. I rob them a plan for rob, you know. I posted their money, you know. I give him no one and give me. I bet say in at the house, hide somewhere. And they'll do you things just to go in your house to go look if you have more. Because oh yeah, give me every day and you not give me none today. That's why I did a video the other morning, one of my shorts that I posted to the channel. I said, this is a message for givers. Givers must have limits because takers have none, right? I'm sure y'all have heard that before. But if you think about the details of that, givers give. And when you're a person who gives without even thinking, second guessing, no malice to your giving, you're not giving, I'm only giving somebody something because me want them do something for me. Y'all know that kind of giver there? You the kind of giver who, boy, I'm look like him needed to know I have it. So, him man, hold that thing here. Boy, she look like she need help, you know. Here, hold this. If you're one of them kind of giver there, people will take advantage of you and people will even hurt you. You must have limits to your giving. Because you see, takers don't have no limits to them taking. As long as you giving them taking. And when you stop give them, we still come take. Right. Right. So she shared the video with hubby because he is always giving. I shared the video with hubby because he's always giving. Nans. Yeah, Nans, tell him to have some limit to him giving here. His heart is just good and it make him feel good inside to give. But them people out here who are naturally takers, them don't have no heart. They have no limit to the taking. And when you stop give, then we come take it. Obviously, that's what happened in this case. Because the way how the person look in the video comfortable, you know, I live in some day at Jamaica, from me I grew up till now. People would come, different people. Them would, Mas Clevie there or Miss Ruby there, stop out our gate, right? And I say, yeah, grandma there here. Call her around the front for me now. And I say, grandma, somebody out here to see you, Miss so-and-so. And then you will hear, Miss Ruby, may I beg you, if you have nothing, can give me little money, like, you know, nothing not too big. Or if you can lend me like $1,000 till Friday or whatever. And my grandmother always say, I'll give you, I will give you what I can give you, but she not really lend money because when you lend money, it cause problem because you expect people to give you back where you lend them, and when people don't, then you make an enemy. You ever see somebody borrow your stuff yet and agreed to give it back to you at a certain time, and then the certain time come, them not give it back, them start turn your enemy. Right. So she give what she can afford to give and don't look back at it. Not expecting nothing back from you. If you pay me back, I saw. But me not expect nothing back from you. That's how my grandmother was. And people used to come all the time and beg. People walk right up sometime all the way up our veranda before it get grilled up. And me hear them beg my grandparents money. And one of them kind of people hear this obviously walk up right up to our door, sit down on our front porch, very comfortable. asked her for money. She obviously went and gave them something, but not what they expected, or them probably thinks that more was in the house. Gail's murder was made even more painful by the fact that her nephew overseas, who she's close to, was actually celebrating his birthday on the day that she was killed. I still think I'm dreaming. I wasn't thinking something like this could happen in a gated community. This is the last place that I would expect anything like this to happen, is what he said. This is the last place I would expect anything like this to happen to her. She is well loved by everybody around here. She has some great neighbors. Sunday was the last time I spoke to her, and she prayed for me and everything. And I told her if she needed anything, just call me, and I would make sure that she got it. She's not even around to celebrate her son's birthday today. Today, our son's birthday. For him to get a sad news like this on his birthday, wicked, wicked. His mother get killed yesterday, day before his birthday. I feel it was somebody who she knows, you know, who did this to her, and it doesn't make sense to me. It no add up. I'm still trying to put the pieces together, he said, adding that he tried calling Gail about 9:40 a.m. on Tuesday. For somebody to come and take her life, it doesn't sit well with me. And I'm just hoping that cameras will show something. The cameras show exactly who it was. And not only that, I was told this morning that she was killed one day before her 80th birthday. I'm pretty sure that's what I wrote on my paper this morning. Yep. One day before her 80th birthday, veteran journalist killed. One day before her 80th birthday. She was found with her throat slashed. Dubon's reference was a camera footage that was obtained from the late journalist's house that showed her sitting on her veranda and speaking with somebody on Monday afternoon. In that clip, Gail is heard offering to place a phone call to a woman apparently known to her and the person with whom she was speaking, if you want me to call that person for you. The footage has provided the police with material to pursue what they say is an intensive investigation. What we are getting so far is that she was last seen sometime after 3 p.m. on Monday, having a conversation with an unknown gentleman. Sometime after 10 a.m. on Tuesday, residents who are used to her routine of her coming out in the morning and checking on them and to call to them, they never saw that usual activity. And so they went to check on her at her home where her lifeless body was discovered. We're following some very strong leads at this time, and we have the full support of all the investigative arms of the force. Senior Superintendent of Police Christopher Phillips, who has responsibility over Area 5, told journalists at the murder scene. Phillips said that Gail was stabbed multiple times in the neck and was believed to have been hit in the head also by the killer. Her motor vehicle and her cell phone were taken, apparently by the killer, who is believed to be somebody who is known by her. Although neighbors told the Observer that they do not have a clue as to the identity of the man in the video footage, they are convinced that she knew him. They believe that her penchant for always extending acts of kindness to people made her very vulnerable. You see what I say? Her kindness was her weakness. The killer took advantage of Barbara's kindness, one of her neighbors said. Now, at the time of her murder, Gail was on a freelance contract with the Gleaner. Having retired in May of 2012, She actually began her journalism career at the newspaper on September 2nd of 1968, way before my born. And on retirement, she was offered the contract for 16 months as junior coordinator. Before joining the Gleaner, Gail worked as a secretary at Papine Junior High Secondary School from 1966 to 68, after attaining secondary education at Homewood High School between 1961 and 65. Homewood where now? Homewood Tech? A Manchester. That. Now, throughout her years at the newspaper, she honed her skills as a court reporter, earning respect and admiration from judges, lawyers, court staff, law officers, and readers alike. Last month, during National Journalism Week, the 77-year-old Gail was one of the 5 practitioners of the craft. Well, she couldn't be 77 last month and be 80 a day before she did. So something is off about that reporting right there. Me catch that mistake there right away. Anyways, it says that last month during National Journalism Week, the 77-year-old Gail was one of the 5 practitioners of the craft who were honored by the Press Association of Jamaica for distinguished services to the profession of journalism at the annual Veterans Luncheon. The citation accompanying her award stated that despite her forging lasting friendships in the legal community, she remained steadfast in her principles, embodying the highest standard of journalistic ethics. The PAJ also highlighted the fact that Gail sought to educate and empower the public through her column that was titled Legal Wranglings, that addressed complex legal issues. The column earned her the PAJ Community Service Award in 1977 and a regional award from the Caribbean Association of Media Workers. The same year, she was named Journalist of the Year for her courageous reporting on a Supreme Court case in which a rape victim was jailed for speaking too softly. The citation said, adding that the story prompted widespread protests leading to the victim's release. Her murder was condemned by Prime Minister Andrew Holness, Justice Minister Delroy Chuck, Information Minister Senator Dana Morris Dixon, Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment, and Sports Olivia Grange, the opposition People's National Party, PAJ Media Association of Jamaica, Government Senator, and former journalist Abka Fitz Henley, the president of the Seventh-day Adventist Church in Jamaica, Pastor Everett Brown, Director of Public Prosecution Paula Llewellyn told The Observer that Gail's murder left her feeling like a rag doll without stuffing. Llewellyn recalled that when she was a young prosecutor, Gail reported on a lot of matters in which she appeared and would always encourage her. She said that she last spoke to Gail on Sunday in a phone call that lasted about an hour or half an hour. She described Gail as an original court reporter and said that she just could not believe that she became a victim of murder. Like many others who have commented on the tragedy, she too believes that the killer was well known to Gail. This sad as hell. She lives in a pretty nice community, also a gated community where security, I think they have security, right? The Cayman's Country Club has security, 24/7 security. Well, super sad. She lost her life. I want to know what prompts somebody to do this. But you know what? It don't even make no sense us talking like that, because the people them that do this, them not listen to we, and them not gonna stop because we said stop. And those who are thinking like this ain't gonna stop or change their mind because we said stop or change your mind. But that are just plain wickedness. Plain wickedness. If she was a kind of person that stayed inside and talked to you through the grill, she would still be alive. She came out very comfortable. She sat down comfortably with the individual. She quoted Bible scriptures to him. She spoke to him about Jesus. And that's the reward that she got. Multiple stab wounds to the neck. Another report says her throat was slashed. I don't know what to say for her family members to feel any better. Because like I always say, your condolences in times like these, you better not even did say nothing, you know? They're going to go through it. Her son celebrates his birthday on the day his mama got done like this. I wonder if some of them people are really taking into consideration what they might do when they do certain things. Wickedness all around us, my friend. You know what this tell me? This tell me so not even in a gated community you're not safe. But guess what? I already knew that. So although I be like, yeah, the community is gated and they have security 24/7, still not safe like that. If somebody should know, that's why they went into overkill. This is my scenario of what happened. Them ask for money because it's somebody that asks for money all the time. And probably today she said, just like I said before, well, you know, me not have it, you know, but me I go see what me can find. Hold on there. Because I've seen my grandmother say that before. Well, today me not have it, you know, but let me see what me can find. And she go around her back and she go dig up. And she come back with little something and said, this all me have today. And them look on her like, lie you telling her. You know, you have more around there. You're probably tired of me. I come beg you. But here what? I'll take what you have around there. If that woman had closed her damn gate and talked to you behind the grill, she would have been alive today. Sometimes it pays to just be that kind of person. But because she's so nice and you are somebody who should really look out for, and then encouraged you with kind words and biblical verses. That's a monster. That's a friggin' monster. JCF, do the best, please. And take that off of the road fast. That's a monster. No part in you never say, John, no, you know, me can't do it. Me not gonna do it, you know. Me plan it, you know. But the way she sit down and talk to me and tell me about Jesus and the goodness of Jesus and these things, I can't do it. You sit down and listen to all that and still do that? You is a Ross monster. Yeah. Live on the air with SouFLo, good morning. All right. That was going to be our last call for the morning, but we'll leave it where it's at right now. Manners and respect to each and every one of you tuning in this morning. I guess this one will tell us to keep our heads on a swivel, to be careful, because even in your gated communities, you are not safe. And also be careful, because a lot of the times, I know somebody where you don't know, a lot of the times it's somebody that you do know, and you feel very comfortable and let your guard down around them, and then you get done wrong. That's the world we're living in. Yeah. Manners and respect to each and every one of you tuning in this morning. Big up on yourself. Let's keep her in our mind today, her family in our thoughts and prayers today. We send out our condolences, and we hope that that animal is taken off the streets as soon as possible. I'll follow this story closely, and let's hope that's the outcome by tonight or tomorrow morning. I'll see y'all later, right here. Like my granny said, if you can't be good, be careful. And like my grandfather, Mas Cleavy, said, I'll see you tomorrow if God spare my life. I'm out. Peace.